Because I'll go to a place and it will be like, oh, beautiful houses, but they use hand dug well.
Okay.
And that was a problem to me because I had a lot of fast life. So I wanted a place where life was easier.
Okay.
So that became a problem. And at the end of the day, finally I got some. But I would say since there was no agent system where I have to look for the accommodation myself, it wasn't easy.
Traveling experiences. You traveled before? Let's share.
Charlie, how far?
Cool, Charlie.
All right. Once again, guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. Like I've always told you, this is where you get to share your work and your travel experience. I have with me my very good brother. Okay, I'll ask him to introduce himself to us and then we can move on from there. What's Charlie?
Well, I'm Elija'S, sorry. AKA Akwesi UCC.
I was looking for that.
Akwesi UCC.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Alright, Charlie guy is smart, raw. Charlie some big brain guy. Alright, so again, since you are talking about work and travel experiences, where have you been before and where are you now?
Where a Kumasi born, and
Okay.
then because of school, I have also been in Cape Coast for most of the latter part of my life. Let's say for the last 6 years.
And then you grow. The way you talk most of the latter part of
Yeah. I chop salt.
I
chop salt.
Okay. So now you've been in Kumasi, you've been in Cape Coast, and now you're at Asenfosu.
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, so are there distinct differences between the Kumasi experience, the Cape Coast experience, and then the Fuso experience? Can you tell us something small? If there are distinctions.
Yes, anyway, they are all in Ghana, so
Sure.
they are related. However, you see, Kumasi and Cape Coast are like big cities, and
Okay.
then Asenfosu is like a suburb of Cape Coast.
Wow.
Some way, somehow.
Wow.
This is part of a central region.
Okay.
So for Cape Coast and Kumasi, there are still differences, but
Okay.
that one is a bit closer.
Okay.
In terms of my environments, where I'm always living on university campuses.
Okay.
But for Asenfosu, that's where the difference is.
Okay.
So
I thought you said the guy is smart. He has spoken about how all these cities are in Ghana. After that, he said that somewhere else, two of them are where you're going to find university campuses. And he told us that Asenfosu is a suburb. The guy did. Right, now let's go to the experience you have in Fosu. First of all, I always want to look at the accommodation experience.
okay.
So, like, how was the accommodation like? Was it a smooth transition? Did you face some challenges? Can you talk to us about it?
Yeah, so there has been a story that I would like to share with people. From my background, whenever you want accommodation, like Cape Coast and Kumasi, you just do through agents. So you just find an agent, then the person will get you. And that one is so quick. The only difference is about cost.
Okay.
So maybe for the first year, the agent may inflate prices and subsequently you will know your way around.
Okay.
Over here, when I came in Asenfosu, so there's nothing like agent system. So you have to look for accommodation yourself.
Okay.
And since I knew I wasn't having enough time to do that myself, I expected that it was not going to be easy.
Okay.
However, in the actual experience, it was more difficult than I imagined. Some of the reasons were like getting exactly what I want was a problem, especially.
Okay, you say you want to shower.
Yes.
The place where there could be shower. Bro, but we are learning.
So even my HOD for like the first 3 months, he used to call me shower.
He used to call me shower.
Because I'll go to a place and it will be like, oh, beautiful houses, but they use hand dug well.
Okay.
And that was a problem to me because I had a lot of fast life. So I wanted a place where life was easier.
Okay.
So that became a problem, and at the end of the day, finally I got some. But I would say since there was no agent system where I have to look for the accommodation myself, it wasn't easy. And it was basically about telling people about what you need. You need accommodation, and then they will call you to come and check back and forth. So a lot of time, consume a lot of time and energy. It was a whole hectic process, and it also took time as well because there is no agent system here. I think basically that's why.
This has been consistent with the previous video we had, where we always learned that talk to people sometimes that you need this help, this sort of help. Otherwise, it may take a longer time to get the accommodation. Now, I'm sure that you mentioned HOD. You mentioned, so it means that you're a teacher.
Yes.
And I know for a teacher, there's a particular timetable you use. So you're going to have some free times.
Yes.
So in your free time, in this new environment, what do you normally do?
Well, I am a little different, and that is for normal life. So I am an indoor person, and unnaturally, I like books more.
The guy, I've been on. The guy is good.
So
They really like him.
so I have really enjoyed life in Asinfosu.
Okay.
I would say that it provides a very congenial environment if you want to learn.
Okay.
Because there's less of noise and then pressure in terms of tempting you to go out and things like that.
Okay,
I've
okay.
seen that they have less pools and things like that here.
Okay.
Not to say they don't have.
No, they do. They
Yes,
do.
but
Asin also has.
comparing the pressure that I'll have from Kumasi and Cape
Cape
Coast,
Coast,
here is
the place
better
is really
because I have
better.
few friends
Sure.
and then I have enough time to learn.
learn.
Here is like a bit quiet. The market size is not really too noisy as Kumasi and Cape Coast is.
How about because I know you're an ardent follower of football.
Yes.
So what do you do when there's a match day, like EPL, those things? What do you do?
Yeah, I like football so much, but it's unfortunate that
That's not too much. It's not so much. Too much.
it's unfortunate that my club Manchester United is not doing so well
Oh.
at this time. But, you know,
I
you
was
know,
Ronaldo. So what
yes,
happened?
so there's a rebuild. That's what we are expecting. So
Okay.
at my leisure, I watch football.
So, okay.
I watch football.
Okay.
Yes.
And this one, let me also talk about something little. From home, there was a particular church I was part of, but when I came here, I did not get that same church. There was no branch of the church here. So
Okay.
I found another church to attend. Has that been the same in your case?
Yeah, not exactly. So for my church, it's still here. Just that in my church, we have a ward system, like smaller branches.
Okay.
And when you grow in a ward, you get friends, you get family,
Okay.
and things become easy. So getting to a new place, I had to adjust and adapt. So as I speak, I've been here for like a little above a year, but I haven't been well connected into the new wards
Okay.
that I have here. So I still try and fellowship on weekends and go back to Cape Coast to have meetings with my ward. However, I'm gradually, trying to get into a new ward here. So that's the difference I have.
I think what we are learning from this experience is that there could be a potential struggle in terms of church.
Yes.
From where you were and where you are being posted to, or where you go to, there could be a struggle. So when you are traveling, you factor that one also as a part of it. And secondly, do you cook? Do you buy food? And how is the experience like?
Yes. So this is another area where I was disappointed because I knew that for groceries,
Yeah.
you only need a standardized shop. So when I come here,
I would have said ingredients. It says groceries.
so
guy.
I knew here they have Melcom. So at least
Sure.
they are going to sell it at a standardized price. That
Sure.
was okay. What about this farm produce, like this food stuff like plantain, bananas,
Okay.
yams and things like that? I was expecting that since this here is closer to like a bit like a farming community,
Yeah.
things will be easier. But hey,
It's not
that
like
was
that.
wrong.
Oh, okay.
Things are really expensive, and here is just like Cape Coast, where
Okay.
everything is expensive, just like Cape Coast.
Okay. I don't really cook on a regular. I buy. So I think he's saying that it's expensive a little here, so we can also learn from that one. And then finally, I want to ask you a question. We want people to learn from this experience. So has there been a very challenging experience for you that you feel somebody should really take note of when a person is moving from one place to another?
Yes.
Kindly share. Kindly
Yes.
share.
So maybe that would be a summary of everything.
Yes,
So
sure.
starting from accommodation, transport, church, and probably about entertainment.
Yeah.
So I would say for the accommodation, they should understand that if you go to the smaller cities or maybe smaller towns in Ghana, here is a big town, so let me say a small city. There's nothing like this agent system here. So it means that it's better you get a feasibility studies or get someone to look around for you, do your background checks.
Okay.
In terms of accommodation, it's better you try and get that one because it won't be easy getting it once you start work. Combining the two, it
Okay.
is time consuming.
Okay.
Here, nobody's going to help you. You have to do it yourself. That's the first thing.
Okay.
And in terms of food stuff, too, you should prepare that. Ghana has moved a little where we don't still have typical villages. Now the farmers too, they know the market prices.
Sure.
So even though it is close to a farmland, they will
may
sell
not
it
be.
as if it was transported.
Okay.
That's one thing. And then for transport, I think it's a major issue in the whole central region. Over here, there's nothing like short. It's all about taxi
Taxis,
system.
yes,
So cost of transport, so we must prepare. That it's not really easy like that.
I'm being tempted to ask another question, but yeah, hold on. But finally, I think I will not do our viewers or our subscribers any good if I don't ask you whether you are married or single. Then the follow-up questions come. You understand? So are you married? Are you single? Are you searching? Charlie, tell us something.
Yeah, well, is it a single? I don't understand.
Yeah.
However, I can say I'm not married.
He's not married.
Yes, I'm not married.
So how is that? Have you seen some ladies around? Tolikos Fosu, I hear say on squad day inside.
I must be honest. Girls were asking for soup.
Ah, brother.
Girls were
I
asking
said
for
travel and see. What
Yes.
I say? Travel
Girls were
and
asking
see.
for soup. Bah.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
girls are here. I mean, fine girls. Yes.
Alright. So, but it's not been a bad boy yet. So, okay, thank you for coming to the platform.
You too.
I'm grateful.
Alright.
Once again, viewers, kindly subscribe. Okay, subscribe, like, and then share your comments in the comment section below. Thank you.